From Kecoughtan High School in Hampton, WHCS Cable Channel 46 presents Peninsula Boys Group AAA Basketball. The Hampton Crabbers taking on the Kecoughtan Warriors. Good evening, everybody. I'm Tim Cole along with Bob Hintz. We welcome you to Kecoughtan High School for this game between the Warriors with a 2-13 district record and 2-16 overall, taking on the Hampton Crabbers, who are tied for first with both Bethel and Heritage at 12-3 and 14-4 overall. Let's go courtside right now as Bob Hintz has head coach Walter Brower of the Hampton Crabbers.
Well, Walter, first of all, I want to talk a little bit about the game Tuesday night. You had turnovers that you're not used to, and then you didn't do well from the foul line.
Well, anytime you turn the ball over 18 times and shoot 12 for 25 on the line, you're not supposed to win. We didn't show up.
There was another team there.
Yeah, definitely another team.
Okay, now, knowing you've got two more games after tonight for the district tournament, you have to concentrate and be zeroed in on each one of the teams you play. What do you expect from the Warriors tonight?
Well, they're going to play tough. I've been coming over here since I've been coaching. I've never had an easy game in this place, not ever. And I expect the same thing tonight. They're going to play tough.
Well, you and I had talked about this is not an easy gym to play in. But your guys, have you had good practices this week?
Yeah, we had good practices. We've started refocused, and hopefully, it'll pay off tonight.
Well, good luck to you tonight, Coach.
Thanks a lot.
All right, let's go back over to Tim.
All right, thank you, Bob, and thank you, head coach Walter Brower of the Hampton Crabbers. Of course, this past Tuesday night on the wrong end of a 60-52 score as they lost to Woodside. A tough night for Hampton all the way around as the girls team lost as well. Let's go back courtside as Bob has head coach Chris Boland of the Kecoughtan Warriors.
Well, Chris, I know this has not been a season that you wanted to, but are the kids improving every game?
Well, I tell you what, from a one-loss standpoint, it's certainly not the season we anticipated or hoped for, but from a progress standpoint, I think this is the year we're kind of getting ourselves over the hump as a program. We've got a lot of good young talent. Our JV team is doing real well. I'm very proud of the kids' progress and very pleased with it. So.
Well, I know your JV coach is excited when he beat the Hampton Crabbers tonight. But, when you play a team that's number one or tied for number one, they cannot overlook you.
Right.
So,
exactly.
They got to be focused on you. You guys got to come out and do what you're supposed to do.
Well, that's exactly what we talked about. We've been preaching it for the last 2 days in practice, and we got to come out and play our game, can try and control the tempo of the game, not get it too fast, but we do like pushing it up and down the floor a little bit. And I think we know the kids can play if they play at a high level on a consistent basis. So it's just a matter of coming out and seeing. Now it's their turn. Practice is over. I'm out of the picture now. It's their turn. So hopefully we'll do well.
Well, good enough. Good luck to you tonight,
Thank
Coach.
you. I appreciate it.
All right, let's go back to Tim.
All right, thank you, Bob, and thank you, Coach Boland. Kecoughtan, of course, on the wrong end of a Bethel score Tuesday night as they were defeated 92-48. And their record 2-13 in the district and 2-16 overall. Tonight's contest brought to you by Zooms, with 14 friendly neighborhood stores to serve you. Zooms. And in part brought to you by Park Lawn Wood Funeral Home, located at the Hampton Center Parkway at Armstead Avenue. Give them a call at 827-4670. Bob has rejoined me.
I talked to Walter Brower. He's really upset. At first, he said, I'm not going to talk to you. And I said, what do you mean? He says, we had to come over in cars tonight. No bus to pick up the team.
Well, that wasn't our fault.
No, and he understood that. But, I'm just
I'm just
and
teasing.
that really, you get your team set, and you got certain things that you do all the time. You get in the bus, and you come, and all of a sudden no bus shows up. That's, to me as a coach, that's wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, what if that happened, they're going to Gloucester?
Oh, yeah. Well.
They're just, but anyway, the Crabbers have really got to refocus tonight. And that's one thing that Walter had talked about.
Well, they, as I mentioned, as you were on the other side of the court, lost to Woodside by 60-52 Tuesday night, just their third district loss. And they'll be trying to make up for that, as much like the Hampton girls coming off of a loss to Woodside as well. they took it out on the Kecoughtan Warriors girls team. As we're having the presentation of the colors, we invite you to join as we watch, and we'll momentarily have the playing of the national anthem.
Tim, we will pick a player of the game from both of these teams tonight, and the player will receive a plaque and a shirt. The plaque comes from David Buckwalter, who does nothing more than support the Hampton schools in giving these plaques to him. He engraves them and the whole thing. We want to thank him. The shirt comes from the Island of Sporting Goods. They're located in Kecoughtan. They can meet all your sports needs with a full line of athletic goods, both team and individual, equipment and uniforms, plus screen printing. Call Dave Chubb at 868-8467. John Roberts is the owner. And also want to talk about our crew tonight. Scotty Bowers is the director. Graphics, Andy Foley. Rachel Barnes is doing the audio because Mike Nowinski is in New Orleans at the Mardi Gras. Don Scharouse is the engineer. Cameras, Nathaniel Braxton, Susan Bowers, and Ron ESPN Baton. Instant replay, Andre Mattingly. Also tonight we have Brian Rutledge and John Moore who have helped with the camera.
All right. We're going to show you momentarily the starting lineup for the Hampton Crabbers as you see them. For Hampton, they will start for Walter Brower's squad. Gary Smith, Reginald Bell, Stefan Tyler, Dion Tynes, and Sam Hardy is your starting five for the Hampton Crabbers. For the Warriors, there you see Raphael King being introduced. Number 5, Justin Green. And we're going to show you the starters for the Kecoughtan Warriors. Lachey McMillan, Justin Green, Paul Bowie, Raphael King, and Darren Spruill. Will be Chris Boland's starters. I believe this Paul Bowie is a second semester eligible player. Is that right?
Right. It became eligible the second semester. I didn't have him on my roster, and I'm panicking. Well, I don't panic too often.
Nah.
Oh well.
That's right. He's always under control, cool under pressure. Played golf today. I understand you had an 81 in spite of the course conditions, a lot of water standing. That's not too shabby.
No, it's not, but it's, when you miss a lot of short putts and I'm hitting the ball down the middle and I can't get it on the ball on the green the second shot, But had a good time. Always have a good time. Jack McDonald, Bill Smith, Bob Killen, and myself played, so we had a great time. We made Killen buy drinks afterwards.
Yeah, I heard he won some Super Bowl pools.
Oh, that man, he didn't even know he'd won it.
Well, that's usually the people who do. All right, we're about set to get this one underway as the Hampton Crabbers and the Kecoughtan Warriors will square off, each of them coming off of losses. And we'll see how Hampton reacts as they are in a three-way tie for first place with Bethel and Heritage. And the opening tap is controlled by the Kecoughtan Warriors.
Well, I look for Dion Tynes to have a big game. He really did not play well in that game against Woodside. Nice pass.
And a foul. This will send Hampton to the free throw line, and Reginald Bell will have 2 shots.
Well, that was a nice pass from Tynes.
McMillan guilty of the foul as you get a good look at Reginald Bell.
Well, I tell you, making the first foul shot's got to make you feel. Watch the replay. You got to make Coach Brower's got to feel real good because they really were less than 50% from the foul line the other night, and that's unacceptable.
1 of 2 this time, but the rebound is taken by the Crabbers, and then they give it away. And a nice move underneath by McMillan to atone for his foul early as he ties the game, puts the Warriors on top rather, 2-1.
And he's just a sophomore.
We'll give you the officials for tonight's contest in just a moment. Jumper from the corner is good by Sam Hardy.
Sam Hardy's come along, 6'4", 195, just a junior.
And a bad pass inside. Crabbers want to break down court, but they throw it away. Ball tapped around, finally controlled by the Warriors. If I'm Chris Bolden, and I don't know a lot of strategy about basketball other than just being a fan, but I'd want to shorten this game if I could. I'd take my time getting my shots up there.
Absolutely. Move the ball around until you get the shot you want.
There's a 3, no good, off the heel of the rim and chased down by the Warriors. King got the rebound. Inside, and the stick back, whatever you want to call it. Good by Darren Spruill.
Put up, right?
The put up, I get it right yet. Couldn't spit it out. 4-3 Kecoughtan. And we've got a foul. That will be called against the aforementioned Paul Bowie, number 14, his first. A trio of officials, as there have been now for quite some time in the boys' games. Still have just 2 for the girls' games, and the Crabbers lose it out of bounds. Hampton, Dion Tynes telling the official, politely I will say, but telling him nonetheless that it was knocked out and last touched by the Warriors, but that's not the way it was seen. Shot won't go. Crabbers with the rebound. And a very unique whistle. Was that the official's whistle I heard? I guess it was.
Yeah, I think the little ball inside, it just stuck somewhere. We got a didn't get a.
Let me tell you who the officials for tonight's contest are. Royce Bowden is the referee. Tommy Taylor and Jim Brennan are the umpires. U1 and U2, I'm told.
Is that what
That's how
it
they're
is?
referred to, yep. Deep in the corner, shot doesn't go. Good job to keep it alive. He couldn't control it, good Tynes, but Hardy.
Sam.
And he tipped it out to a teammate. Can't get it yourself, keep it alive. And we've got a 3-second violation against the Crabbers.
And he's a little upset, and he has a right to be. He was open and in there, and they just waited, and too long to throw the ball to him, and he got a 3-second call. You got to get the ball to your player when he's open.
3-point attempt, good. So Justin Green makes it a 7-3 Kecoughtan score. Shaky start for the Crabbers here. This is Tynes. He'll take the jumper. Off the mark, no good. Good work underneath, but blocked. Warriors knock it out of bounds, but a good block underneath by Kecoughtan.
And who got that block? Was that
That was number
Spruill?
34, Spruill. Yeah, got up there.
I thought that was.
Bell works it down low for Hardy. He'll kick it outside. Shot is short.
Well, that was Hardy that took the
Yeah,
shot. That 32 and 52 really are blowing my mind tonight.
yeah, their numbers keep picking up just the 2, and they look very similar in their size and everything. Working that ball down low. Dish, and the foul. That is Tynes who was fouled.
No, he called jump ball, Tim.
Okay.
No, Tynes is with you. He thought he got fouled, but official under the basket called jump ball.
He got a better view of it than I did. And now a foul is called.
Sam Hardy going strong to the basket, and that's what they got to do. They got to go strong to the basket.
Hardy says, you didn't call one on my teammate a minute ago, but I got one this time. Foul charge to Raphael King. So Hardy will be at the free throw line with a pair. 4:27 to go in the first period. 7-3 Kecoughtan. Tim Cole and Bob Hintz coming to you on the 8th of February. This game taped Friday night, 2002, as the first of 2 by Hardy is off the mark. Slow start for the Crabbers. Hardy hits 1 of 2. They're 2 of 4. And they trail 7-4. Full court pressure handled nicely by the Warriors.
Well, Hampton's going to press you full court on a lot of different ways, and they're going to play man-to-man. They're going to jump and just do a lot of different things.
Off the mark with the three-pointer. And the loose ball chased down by Gary Smith Jr. Gary Smith Jr. I want to make sure I get the right credit.
Nice
Hardy. In the
pass.
lane. Sam Hardy has 5 points.
And to give the assist to Tynes.
Stolen. Basket won't go, but 2 shots will be coming for Gary Smith Jr. Foul is going to be called on Paul Bowie. That'll be his second. Watch the replay here. Coming right at you. Yep, and they'll end up splitting Ron Bates. Ron is right in the middle of the action. Wow.
He didn't move. I tell you, nerves of steel.
Frozen with fear, I believe is the way it's phrased.
Well, yeah, you could say that, but you could also say nerves of steel. But frozen to fear, it looks the same, right?
That's right.
Except the big eyes.
Right. Ron, a veteran. Veteran underneath the basket. Hard to rattle that young man. Again, just 1 out of 2 for the Crabbers, but we're tied at 7.
Well, I don't know how many free throws they've shot, but they're not doing what the coach
Well,
wants.
they're 3 out of 6. They're 50%, and that's not going to be acceptable under Walter Brower's coaching, that's for sure. We've got a offensive foul. Clear out. Good call, I think. Tynes used the left arm. And that's the first foul against Hampton. 5 have been called against the Warriors so far.
2-1-2 full court press. Warriors did a good job of breaking it.
Warriors not playing like a 2-16 team, I'll tell you that. Not at all. Seven all as we are at the 3-minute mark of the first period, and then the Warriors, after I give them praise, turn it over. This is a three-pointer, no good. Loose ball, Hardy had it but couldn't hold on to it. And now the Warriors, they didn't hold on to it, they threw it away. And Hampton makes them pay as Gary Smith Jr. converts.
That was just an ugly,
Yeah.
that whole little episode was not pretty at all. Way to break the press.
But then they throw it away. And now the Crabbers return the favor.
Yeah, well, when I was coaching, we used to call that self-check.
What's self-check mean?
Well, you don't need anybody to guard you. You kick the ball out of bounds. I do that a lot when I was playing. I call myself self-check. Don't have to guard me. I'll dribble it off my foot. Hey, now careful, Scotty.
One shot is all the Warriors get. Tyler will push it back. Tynes, top of the key, drives the lane, puts it down low for his teammate Hardy, and Hardy couldn't get it to stay down.
That was a great pass.
Yeah, it was. Hardy missed the short little bank shot. Warriors down by 2, in and out, but a 2-shot foul. And Ed Ross will get a pair.
Well, that's the only 2 fouls against the Crabbers, both of them against Tynes.
Yep.
I think we're going to see him sit down. Looks like Waller's going to bring in, who was that, number 4?
Yeah, that would be Terrence Bryant coming in.
6'6" senior.
Ross's first free throw is good. Get a chance to watch the replay of the foul here. Ross will fake Tynes up in the air and can't take that first fake. Tynes will catch some breath on the bench and a word or two from Coach Brower. Ross unable to hit the second free throw. 1:40 remaining in the first. 3-point attempt off the mark badly. Stick back is no good. And a good hustle to the ball by the Warriors. They just out-hustled Hampton that time as Gary McCarthy got the loose ball. Warriors down by a point. Kecoughtan moving the ball around very well. Ross kicks it back outside. Justin Green being worked out at the top of the key by Gary Smith. And now we've got a blocking foul. Could have been called the other way. Andre McClone made the initial contact.
Yeah, he did, even though the offensive man pushed off. He didn't do that until after the contact was made. Good point.
So a player control foul. That's just the 3rd team foul against Hampton. 9-8 Hampton. Warriors can take the lead with a basket. And a bad pass picked off by Sam Hardy. And a
nice move by Smith.
Bell,
I'm sorry, Reginald.
Bell.
Yeah.
Crabbers with a 3-point lead as we're inside of a minute to go. Ball knocked off the foot and the loose ball picked up and converted at the other end by Smith again. So Smith and Bell combined for a couple of baskets, and now we've got a tripping foul called against Hampton.
I tell you, Ed Ross is nobody. You want to get out of his way.
Bell called for the trip. That'll be the 4th team foul against Hampton. 30.9 seconds left in the period. Warriors could choose to hold for the last. There is no shot clock in high school basketball, and that appears to be what the Warriors will attempt to do here.
Well, Hampton's playing a zone right now, 1-3-1 zone.
Ten seconds. 3-pointer, good.
Just the way you draw it up.
Cuffey with the 3, and the Warriors down by 2. At the buzzer, the shot from 3-point range by McClone is off the mark. So after one period, it's Hampton 13 and Kecoughtan 11. The Warriors playing extremely well, as you see.
Good shot of Revis Conrad.
Revis looks like he's on his Hawaiian vacation there. Doesn't he know it's about 38 degrees outside?
I tell you, when you're on vacation, you're on vacation, right? You retire, who cares?
Yeah, really.
Hey, while I got a chance, I do want to again thank Leonard Thomas and his crew here at Kecoughtan. They keep the crowds away from our inline camera, and that's Ron ESPN Baton. They don't allow him while the game is going on and he's taping to walk in front of him. And they make them go around behind, and so we do appreciate them doing that. You're going to have to give those names again, Scotty. Bill Trimble, assistant principal of Hampton on the left, and who's on the right? Look, it could be Judge Hutton. And they're here watching a good game tonight. No, it wasn't Bob Killen. But we got a traffic jam right here.
That's right. No stoplight either.
We need a traffic cop.
All right, stolen on the inbounds pass, and Gary Smith converts. He's got 7 points, and the Crabbers now build a 4-point lead. You just can't mishandle the ball against this quick Hampton defense.
Nice screen that time by Ed Ross.
Ross comes out to get the ball.
Hampton back to their man-to-man.
And tough pass.
Yeah, that was.
Little bounce pass right at your feet. You just can't come up with that ball.
You know, that's where you want to throw it at the defender, at his feet, because he's not going to get it.
Crabbers will bring in. Yep, got a number but no name.
And who's that? Crabbers, number
Oh, is that
30.
Wilson Banks Jr.?
Yeah, Wilson
well, I
Banks.
didn't get the update on that.
See, again, you got the roster not from me.
How
Need
silly.
I remind you.
How silly of me.
Well, you know.
I should have called you today.
You should have. I was expecting the call.
Right. On the what, front nine or the back nine?
Before I teed off, because you
I
weren't
see.
going to get me after that.
Gotta get up early in the morning to get you on a
That's
Friday.
right.
15-11 Hampton. Warriors from 15, no good. Loose ball controlled by the Crabbers. This is Andre McClone. Banks. McClone will take the jumper. No good. And a tie up underneath. Good job on defense. That's why when you get the rebound, you don't bring it down to your waist like that.
I tell you, Wilson Banks did a great job. He waited till the offensive or the defensive rebounder got the ball, and you're right. He brought it right down to his waist, and he just reached out and grabbed it, tied it up.
6:33 left in the half.
I can turn this a little more so you can see now if you want me to. Help you out all I can.
Bell will come back in for Hampton. Also in the game now is Charles Robinson. Three-pointer off the mark, missed everything.
Well, that was a set play.
Good idea, just couldn't hold on to the ball.
Yeah, it was. Justin Green did a great job of driving, Tim, but the man he was throwing the ball to was breaking in for a rebound.
And the Crabbers turn it over. Not a well-played first half by Hampton, and the Warriors hanging right in there.
Walter's got to be very upset. That was a great pass. The young man receiving the ball actually took his eyes off of it, and you can't do that.
Good play by McClone to prevent an easy basket. He'll make him earn it at the free throw line. McClone guilty of his second foul. Sending Rico Cuffey to the free throw line. He's got 3 points on a three-point shot that he completed a while ago. And he can't get the free throw. Seeing a young man there with the Michael Jordan number 23 jersey from the Wizards Reminds me, I don't watch a lot of the NBA, but what a nice story out of the NBA with the Wizards. They are actually in playoff contention.
Isn't that something?
And Michael back this year and making the team play better, and he's doing well. It's just fun to see Michael Jordan back.
Just to talk a little bit about it, did you read Thursday's sports section?
I did.
The section in there about Allen Iverson?
No, I missed that. I missed that.
I mean, it's a big article.
I saw the article. I didn't get a chance to read it.
It was all about, I think it's Reebok's putting out this tape of all his exploits on football and basketball.
Oh.
I just wonder, are we getting any remuneration for that? Or Scotty in the school system should get something. I don't know.
Certainly should.
I think the tapes is going for $19.95.
I wouldn't mind picking up a buck on every one he sells.
Hey, in Philadelphia alone, he probably sell about 50 grand.
Oh, yeah. Be interesting to see how that works out. Again, the free throw shooting not particularly good. 3 of 7 for the Crabbers. That looked like a travel. Dragged his pivot foot. Didn't get called for it, however. And the ball loose on the baseline. They say Hampton touched it last, so the Warriors will keep it.
Well, that time Gary Smith really actually knocked it out of Darren Spurl's hand right onto the baseline.
Jumper from the corner doesn't stay. Good job of keeping it alive by the Warriors.
Raphael King, I don't know how he ended up with that ball.
Shot won't go. Neither team can find the range. One shot's all either team's getting right now. And we've got a whistle. The Crabber who rebounded the ball was standing on the baseline.
I know Walter Brower's got it really bad. This has not been a pretty game. And this is the kind of game, if you're Kecoughtan, you love.
Oh, yeah. 17-12. Hampton just by 5 with 4:40 to go in the half.
I do want to mention that Zooms has given an award to the senior player on each one of the Hampton's teams this year who has demonstrated academic excellence. These players will be awarded plaques at a school board meeting after the season. We'd like to thank David Allen and Zooms for the continuing support of WHCS and our student athletes. For the Kecoughtan Warriors, the girls is Kara Cudlock, the boys Philip Allen for Phoebus High School, Shanika Jackson for the girls, Maurice Horton for the boys for Bethel High School, Lauren Nicole Jones and Kelvin Franklin, and for Hampton, Siobhan Earp, and for the boys, Stefan Tyler. Congratulations to those 8 young student athletes.
Talk about your students. There was Miss Bowers there in your shot a moment ago, a recent graduate of William and Mary.
Yes.
Scotty won't be paying those loans off for a while still, I'm sure. And traveling called against Tynes. So the Crabbers, if you're coming into the Peninsula District Tournament here in about a week and a half, you don't want your team playing its poorest. You want your team peaking.
Well, and I'm not too sure that was a travel. I'd like to see that again. I'd like to see his feet again, because what he did was just take a step back with the free foot, not the pivot foot.
Three-point attempt off the mark. Nice play, but that will be goaltending because the ball was in the cylinder when a Crabber touched the rim. Touched the basket, and you can't do that. So unfortunately, that wouldn't have affected the ball. The ball was in the cylinder going in, but you can't interfere with the basket, and that's what the call was. So take away the basket. Offensive goaltending. Jumper no good. Just one shot that time for the Warriors. That was McMillan who took it. That looked more like traveling than the previous call.
Yeah. Nice shot, though, by Terrence Bryant.
Bryant gets his first basket, and it's a 5-point lead once again for Hampton. 3:30 to go in the half. And we're going to see a call against Bryant as he was guarding the Warrior too closely. Bodying the Warrior player. That'll be a player control foul. 6 team fouls against each school now. So on each additional foul, you'll see the 1-and-1. 3:26 left in the half.
Well, as soon as this game's over, I'm going to stop by Zoom's, Tim. Give me some of that chicken and pizza. And
bring home some stuff for Ruth. She's probably going to be hungry by the time you get there.
I hope she's asleep by the time I get home.
So you can eat it all for yourself,
You got it. You got it.
Oh, you dog.
And I got to fill up the car with that good Citgo's gas.
Nice steal by Gary Smith Jr. He's got 9 points, and 6 of those 9 have come off of steals and conversions.
Just doing a great job.
So quick. Hampton with his biggest lead now, 7. Nice move inside, shot won't go. And the loose ball is knocked out of bounds by Hampton, they say. (21-14). In the lane, King's banker is good. Raphael King makes it a 5-point difference. Grabbers almost threw it away. I'm telling you, this Kecoughtan defense has really been pesky tonight.
They're playing a tough man-to-man.
Hardy can't get a shot away, and then got me.
Well, you should have done better getting the ball.
I tried.
Check the equipment. Yeah, I'm
Not
not worried
check
about
it.
equipment.
Not
I'm worried
check
about
it.
Tim.
Not check it. He said protect it.
Oh, protect it.
My handy-dandy mug is still is good, though.
All right, we got a timeout.
That's the second time we've gotten a little wet here tonight.
Well, the first time was somebody was having a
water
fight over here to the left.
Well, I tell you, Kecoughtan hanging tough right now. 21-16, 2:37 left in the first half.
Well, you know, the boys have got 3 teams tied for first. Bethel, Heritage, and the Hampton Crabbers. Now, Hampton will play Gloucester after this one, and then Warwick. And Warwick had a good game the other night. Upset,
yeah, they beat Woodside.
Upset Heritage, wasn't it? Yeah,
Heritage.
upset Heritage. And and I asked Walter Brow, I said, what happens if you have a 3-way tie? And he says, we can't. I said, why is that? He says, because Heritage got to play Bethel last game of the season. I said, well, there you go.
Three-pointer is good by Justin Green. That's his second triple, and we're a 2-point ball game. Kecoughtan with just 2 victories on the season, giving Hampton a handful. Crabbers work it down low. Now they kick it back out, move it around. Got some different players out there. Walter Brower's got some of the less often used players on the court. That's Bell who converts.
I like Bell. He's looking good.
Got O'Neal Washington, number 50, out there, along with number 30, Wilson Banks Jr., and number 40, Charles Robinson. These are not starters. Walter Brower benching a couple of the starters to see if he can get the momentum change in this game. Hampton just by 4. Warriors can make it 2. No, they can't hit the basket. Quickly down the court, off the glass, and good. That was a nice bank shot by O'Neal Washington just in the game.
Good
Grabbers
control.
by 6.
And that's the prettiest shot in basketball, I think, off the board.
Grabbers with the rebound. Shot won't go. Good position underneath.
I think he's going to call that on Charles Robinson.
You are correct, sir. That'll be Robinson's first. It's a loose ball foul and a 1-and-1 now for the Warriors with 1:10 on the clock. Remind you that we'll have the girls contest between these 2 schools for you as well. First place Hampton Lady Crabbers trying to rebound from their first defeat of the season at the hands of the Woodside Wolverines earlier this week.
Now, if somebody's going to stand in front of me, I want somebody as pretty as that.
There you go. You have a certain tolerance level for
yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. At the free throw line is Darren Spruill. He's got 4 points, his first visit to the free throw line tonight. And he will not get the bonus as he can't hit the first. Crabbers with the rebound, quickly down the court. And no easy layup as Spruill commits the foul. And it will send Reginald Bell to the free throw line.
Spruill said, "You may make it, but you ain't gonna like it."
You're not gonna make it on the drive. You'll make it at the free throw line if you get your 2 points.
And as bad as the Crabbers been at the line, that's not a bad.
No, that's a good strategy. They're
good strategy.
3 of 7. 4 out of 8 now. Bell 2 out of 3 in the free throw line. Sam Hardy comes back in the ball game, replacing Wilson Banks Jr. So Bell hits 2 free throws, and the lead is 8, the biggest of the night. Nice feed underneath.
Beautiful pass.
Basket by Jamar Bridget, number 21. And the Crabbers turn it over. 27-21, just 32.8 seconds remaining in the half.
Scotty talking about the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Pillsbury Doughboy.
What'd I say?
Easy for you to say. Pillsbury.
Yeah, well.
No, you might have had a couple after the.
He's,
He's got more turnovers than the Pillsbury Doughboy.
yeah,
Scotty's
I
doing,
know why he's using that analogy, though.
because he knows I'm hungry.
Yeah, that's right.
And we've got a 5-second violation.
One of the foods that Scotty has given up, and not for Lynn either.
For good, I believe is the 27-21. Hampton with a 17.4. They could hold for the last shot. Ten seconds. Sam Hardy drives, put it up, got it.
And that was a strong, strong baseline move by Hardy.
He's got 7, and he can get 8 here if you can convert the three-point play.
And that's on Ed Ross, I think.
Yep. Ed Ross tried to make him
He made him
earn
pay.
it at the free throw line, but he made him pay nonetheless, but Hardy was able to get it in the bucket.
Now, if you're Hampton, you come out with real strong pressure. Don't let the Warriors team get a good look at the basket with 3.8 to go in the half.
Good look at Sam Hardy there. And Hardy's short with the free throw, but the Crabbers got the offensive rebound. But let's see if they committed a foul to do it. No. Yes? No. What is it?
And he called a foul on Charles Robinson.
Well, that's what I thought was the call, and I saw Hampton clapping as if it was against Warriors, but it's not. I think that's the good call because that's exactly what I saw. Robinson got the offensive board, but he climbed the back to get it. So with 2.6 seconds remaining, Bridget will have a chance at the free throw line with the 1-and-1. Walter Brower still juggling players in the waning seconds of the first half. Down by 8, the Warriors at the free throw line, 1-and-1. And they'll get the bonus. There you see the story. Bounced around but wouldn't stay down for the Warriors, and the long shot at the buzzer is off the mark. So we go to halftime. After one half, it's Hampton 29 and Kecoughtan 22. We'll return to Kecoughtan High School with the third period of action after this brief timeout. All right, back here at Kecoughtan High School as the throat clearing contest has been won by yours truly. 29-22 in favor of the Hampton Crabbers. For the Crabbers in the first half, they were led by Gary Smith Jr., who had 9 points, 7 points each for Reginald Bell and Sam Hardy, and 2 points for Terrence Bryant, Dion Tynes, and O'Neal Washington. 5 out of 10 from the free throw line for the Crabbers. And in the first half, they had 15 defensive and 3 offensive rebounds for a total of 18, and they turned the ball over 11 times. The leading rebounder was Dion Tynes with 4. For the Warriors, they were paced by Justin Green, who had 6 points on a pair of threes. 4 points each for Rico Cuffey and Darren Spruill. 3 points for Jamar Bridget, and 2 points for Raphael King and Lachey McMillan. 1 point for Ed Ross. They were 3 of 7 from the free throw line, and the Warriors with 13 rebounds, 10 defensive and 3 offensive, and they turned the ball over 15 times. They were led in the rebounding department by Cuffey,
Look at
who
that
had
shot.
5 rebounds.
Look at that shot.
Sure, it's Ron taking it easy down there. He's just napping. Camera's just sitting there dead.
No, it's not dead. It's giving us good
I'm
view
just
there.
kidding.
All right. Again, I want to remind the folks that we want to thank Zooms for helping us recognize the senior basketball player on each one of the Hampton schools this year who has demonstrated academic excellence. David Allen and Zooms, thank you for your support and our student athletes.
Again, a reminder, we'll have the Hampton girls, Kecoughtan girls game for you on Channel 46 as well. This being the final regular season contest that Channel 46 will be covering. But of course, a good opportunity for both Bethel and Hampton to proceed in postseason action. 2 teams currently tied for first place along with Heritage. But as you said, Bob, that'll be broken some way, shape, or form since Bethel and Heritage will be playing each other.
That's the last game of the season.
Last
Tim.
game next Thursday night, the 14th.
14th down at, and they play at Heritage. That was one of the games that you missed. Bethel lost that in overtime. There goes Sam Butler. He looks like Mr. Clean. He goes to your barber, I think.
Yep.
Sam Butler, of course, one of the assistant principals over here at Kecoughtan High School.
All right, we are set to get the third period underway.
Is there a reason we're doing it right in front of us?
They like us. And there's Mr. Killen.
There's Mr. Killen.
Yours truly, and Bobo.
Well, he's got me blocked up.
And that's, he does a good job of that.
Yes, he does.
Warriors start off with a 3-point attempt, which is off the mark. The Crabbers leading by 7 at halftime. And I believe we're going to get one of the Warriors for tripping.
I tell you, I'm real impressed with Stephon Tyler. He knew he was going down, and he said, well, I don't know if they're going to call a triple foul or what, but I'm going to pass that ball. Can you guys slide down a little bit?
Got the 2 biggest guys in the entire building sitting right in front.
Right there, they're blocking your view a bit.
Yeah, well, I'll work around it.
Yeah, you're going to have to because you ain't going to beat them.
3-pointer, no good. Loose ball, and the Warriors come up with it.
Nice job that time by Darren Spruill.
Nice move to the bucket by Raphael King. He's got a pair of baskets, and it's a 5-point difference. Crabbers back at the other end. Ball knocked out of bounds. They'll say Hampton has it. And now they change the ruling and give the ball to Kecoughtan.
Say evidently went off of one of the Crabbers. Hampton still in there pressing full court. Oh, nice block.
Just got a hand on that one. In the lane, no good. Stick back by Sproul. Actually, he was going to put it back up and saw the defender there and kicked it out instead. But a foul was called on the play.
Who got that block? Who was that man?
I'm not able to keep up with some of that stuff. I think that was Tynes that blocked it. We got a chance to watch it.
It was either Tynes or Hardy because the 52 and 32 will look an awful lot alike.
In and out.
Here comes that block.
And that is Tynes who got the block.
Yes, it does.
Or was.
It's 32, but it still almost looked like 52.
Yeah. So Sproul is able to get one out of the two. And it's a 4-point difference.
Kecoughtan is keeping pressure on all the way up to court.
Back come the Warriors. Basket counts and a foul.
And Tim, there was a case of overpassing down here by the Crabbers. They just made one pass too many.
Warriors can make it a 1-point difference, and now a timeout called by Walter Brower. Here it is again. Didn't see a lot of contact.
I didn't either, but it didn't take but just a little bit.
Well, okay, let me rephrase that. I didn't see any contact. I was trying to be diplomatic.
I know. You were to a point.
Reginald Bell must have gotten a brush of the body. Here, watch it again. Looks like Bell must have brushed him with his body because he just got him with his chest.
He got him with his chest. That was the only, from this angle, that's the only thing it looked like it could have been.
Nice job on the camera work, guys and gals.
And that Andre Mattingly doing that slow motion. Instant replay. Slow-mo Andrea. Well, how are we going to do that? Can't call him slow-mo.
Andre the slow-mo giant.
The slow-mo giant. I like that.
A little play on wrestling terms. Andre the Giant. Harold Lee at the free throw line. There you see young Harold. God, am I getting old. He looks like he's about 4. What did Scotty say?
Oh.
In and out. We have a whistle before the shot. Player control. 2 points is the difference in the ball game. Hampton just leading by 2. Kecoughtan 2-16 on the season. Hampton 14-4, but they have played neck and neck through this entire ball game as deep from the corner, the shot by Gary Smith Jr. as he hits the 3.
Well, Kecoughtan went into a zone on that inbounds play. And the Crabbers moved around until they had an open 3.
Warriors down by 5. Sproul will put it up, rattled it in and out. Sam Hardy strong to the basket and a blocking foul. He'll get the basket and a free throw.
Well, there's no doubt about the the basket. Sam did a great job of leaning in.
Here's
right
your
here.
replay. Yeah, you better either get out of the way or foul them harder, because otherwise you're going to get run over. Justin Green called for his first personal foul.
Kecoughtan drew within 1, Tim, and then they've given up 6 straight points, and this could be 7.
Can't hit the free throw. Only 1 of 4 from the free throw line for Hardy tonight. Open for a 3, no good. Loose ball kept alive by the Warriors. Good job.
Yeah, took one little extra hop skip in there.
Had the right idea, though. (34-27), Hampton by 7. As we hit the 5-minute mark in the third period. Work it down low for Tynes, and then he is grabbed.
Every time he gets the ball, they're just kind of looking for him, because he's probably the most prolific scorer that the Crabbers have. And he's just not got a good look at the ball every time he gets it. Watch this. I mean, he's right there. He's double teamed immediately.
Cuffey got him. Player control foul. 4th against the team. Nice dish. Oh, a good block.
Should have gone up with the left hand. He wouldn't have got a block.
And we've got an offensive foul on Cuffey as he ran over. Good defensive position by Tynes.
Yeah, he did, and Cuffey really leaned in.
Yeah.
And that was an apparent charge.
It was a good call. A lot of action, but not a lot of scoring. Knocked away on a kind of a lazy bounce pass.
Yeah, it was. You read my mind. It was very lazy.
Blocked again.
And that was by Spruill.
Spruill, yep. Off the glass.
Sam Hardy.
9-point lead. So the Crabbers responding as the Warriors made it close, but the Crabbers expanded that lead. Steal and good by McMillan. Lachey McMillan as we lose our block of the view.
Nice pass. Good cut to the basket, though.
Sam Hardy getting active now. He's got 6 here in the third period. And the Crabbers again by 9. And a traveling call. So the Warriors turn it over. Jamar Bridget comes out of the game, along with Harold Lee. Paul Bowie comes back in, and Ed Ross as well. And we've got a palming the ball call. You don't see called very often.
Hampton just doesn't seem in sync. They don't.
There's Revis Conrad. I told you he's got his Hawaiian shirt on. Looks like he's just come in off the golf course and.
Well, and he's staying. Now look, this is what you do, and then you laugh about it.
Played 18 at Kapalua. Doesn't he wish? Spruill dishes down for Ed Ross. Ross with a short jumper, got it. So Ed Ross has 3 points, and it's a 7-point lead. The Crabbers can't put the Warriors away.
They won't go away.
Jumper, nothing but net for Tynes. That's just his second basket and only 4 points in the ball game. averaging double digits on the season. Warriors almost toss it away, but they get it back. This is Bowie in the lane, put up a wild shot. That could have been goaltending. The ball was trapped on the board. It didn't get above the rim. Nice feed down low for Reginald Bell.
Gary Smith did a good job of finding a man breaking to the basket.
And Chris Boland says, I got to get a timeout, guys. We're down by 11 after being within 1. The Warriors battled back, but now all of a sudden the Crabbers starting to pull away. 42-31, 2:11 to go in the third period. Park Lawn Wood Funeral Home bringing part of the second half to you. Park Lawn, where they're located at Center Parkway and Armstead Avenue. Give them a call at 827-4670. Nancy Staten is the manager. Appreciate our corporate sponsors helping defray the cost of bringing you this coverage.
We sure do. Zooms, of course, is and Park Lawn Wood have been with us since the beginning of the season.
Super Bowl, exciting last weekend, Bob. You know, you and I talked about the game before it was played. Never would imagine New England was going to, they're back.
Yeah. Well, you know, you look at what they did through the year, Tim, they were not that bad a team.
No, oh, heavens no.
The last game they lost was to the Rams, and then they went on a 10-game win streak.
The Olympics coming up this weekend. I'm kind of looking forward
tonight.
to it. Yeah. Fill that gap with the loss of football. I was going to usually have football withdrawal, but a little bit of the Olympics for a couple of weeks here will help. Nice work inside by Bowie. Back to a 9-point difference.
Oh, nice pass.
Great pass inside for Bell. Bell has 11 in the game.
Well, Bell's doing a good job of getting open.
Yes, that's exactly what you took the words right out of my mouth. Nice feed. Give the assist to Bowie and the basket to Ross. Pace picking up here. Tynes with a nice reverse layup.
Boy, he did. He went right around, baseline around his defender and just reverse layup.
Bowie down low, put it up. Oh, it almost went in. He'll get a couple. 1:09 remaining in the third.
Well, Hampton's going to send in 5 fresh faces.
Well, they're going to make him wait till he shoots the first of the 2.
And I don't know why they do that, but that's one of the rules.
So the first one by Bowie is off the mark. We'll give you some names. You got Terrence Bryant. Number 40 is Charles Robinson. Number 30 is Wilson Banks Jr. Stand up so I can see your number, sir.
You get
20 is Andre McClone.
O'Neal Washington, number 50, is in there.
But Bowie misses both free throws. Ball was a jump ball, and possession arrow will give it to the Crabbers. O'Neal Washington was the other gentleman I was trying to pick up the number 4. 1 minute remaining in the third. Walter Brower got his starting 5 on the bench to catch a breather before the fourth period. Andre McClone with the bucket. 13-point lead, as big a lead as Hampton's had tonight. No good. Loose ball taken by the shooter.
That's a good example of what you do. You follow that shot.
And we've got a foul on the rebound.
He's going to call it on number 30, Wilson Banks, I believe.
I believe you're right. Player control foul. That's the fourth team foul on Hampton, 5 on Kecoughtan. So a non-shooting foul. Nice pull-up by O'Neal Washington. Pull-up jumper. And we've got a reach-in foul.
He called that on Terrence Bryant.
That's his second. So each team now with 5 fouls on the team. 16.6 seconds left in the third. Hampton up by 15, their biggest lead of the night. Ball tipped out of bounds. It was touched last by Hampton. You see Chris Boland giving instructions to his team. Paul Bowie will inbound. Never know whether it's Bowie or Bowie. It can be either, you know. Ed Ross didn't get the bucket, but got the foul. Foul called against O'Neal Washington. Here's the replay. Ed Ross at the free throw line. Rattles it home. He is 2 for 3. That's a good idea. When you're going to do that adjustment and stuff, you pull the plug out, and folks at home don't get to hear all that noise.
Well, I thought you used to like hitting that noise. I thought, you know, just to know that I was still around.
4.3 seconds remaining. Warriors want to put a lot of pressure on the Crabbers, make them earn this last shot, and they're going to reach in with 1 second. Shot went in, but it was well after the whistle had blown. You got a reach-in foul on Justin Green. That's his second. Player control, so they won't give up a shot here.
Next foul on both teams will put them both in the 1-and-1. We got more traffic behind us tonight than they have down Mercury Boulevard.
And the shot didn't go, so we won't have to worry whether or not it would have been good or not.
There you go.
So the third period comes to an end, and after 3, it's Hampton 50 and Kecoughtan 36. "14 points during the period for the Warriors. And 21 for Hampton as they pulled away in the third period. Led by Sam Hardy, who had 6 points. 4 points for Reginald Bell, as well as Dion Tynes, and a 3-pointer by Gary Smith Jr. to lead the scoring for the Crabbers. In the third period, Ed Ross picked up 5 points for the Warriors. Bowie had a couple. Harold Lee a pair, as did McMillan.
Good shot of Paul Rowe in the middle. Tim, it looks like Hampton's going to come back out with his starters. Got Smith and Bell and Stephon Tyler, Hardy and Dion Tynes. So basically their starting units back out on the floor.
And Walter Brower pulled them with about a minute and some change to go in the third, so they ended up getting a good 4 or 5 minute breather, bringing in fresh.
And they're playing a 2-3 zone now.
Nice little jumper in the lane by Lachey McMillan.
Well, he found a crease right down the center of that zone, split the zone, got a nice little jumper.
Almost stolen, but couldn't keep it in bounds, McMillan.
That was not a good pass.
Hampton moving it around. Tynes. Top of the key for Tyler. Tyler will drive and bank it in.
Nice. He really got a step on his defender and just split everybody else right down the chute.
First score of the night for Tyler. 52-38, 14 points is the lead. Hampton trying to at least maintain a share for the lead in the district with a victory tonight. Three-pointer off the mark. One shot is all the Warriors get on that trip. Sam Hardy for two.
Well, he had a good job of getting the defensive man on his hip, and it was a good entry pass away from the defender. Up strong.
Hardy with the block, but a foul called.
That whistle came before he even made contact.
Did appear that way.
Not saying he wasn't fouled, but let the foul before you blow the whistle, right?
Yep.
Don't assume you know what's going to happen. Sometimes they get a good block.
Hardy picks up the foul, his first. Harold Lee will get a couple. One for two for Harold Lee. Here's the foul. You be the judge if you can see the contact.
Made body contact, but the whistle blew long before the body contact was made.
But to his credit, the official right there, he was 2 feet away from it, so must have detected the contact. So Harold Lee gets both free throws, and it's a 14-point Hampton lead. Shovel shot off the mark. Hardy has it blocked.
Spruill's done a good job, hasn't he?
Spruill has been real strong on the boards and blocking shots. He's a big kid. Stolen. Gary Smith Jr. Dish right side, bank it in. That is Tyler. So he didn't score for the first 3 quarters, and now he's picked up 2 quick ones here. Hampton by 16. Justin Green will drive and has it blocked, and then knocked off him out of bounds. Good defensive play that time by Gary Smith Jr. I'm impressed with the way he's played tonight. Grabbers by 16, and they've got the ball with 5:45 remaining in the 4th quarter. Period, whatever you're supposed to call it.
Quarter, sounds good to me.
Works either way. 4 quarters make a whole.
I'll make $1. And $1 will give you a 10, 10, 220.
Oh, no,
I'm sorry.
don't do that. We don't get any.
I'm watching too much of Terry
Really?
Bradshaw.
You've been watching too much football.
That's a nice steal by Smith.
Gary Smith. So the Crabbers up by 18, and Chris Boland has to call a timeout.
Need to run over to Zooms, get some of that Beantown coffee,
man.
fried chicken, potato wedges,
No,
Krispy Kreme
Krispy Kreme. That's where I was.
Yeah, I know. Box and one. That's
Box and
the
one.
way you buy your Krispy Kreme donuts.
Beantown
Ham and cheese subs.
Ham and
cooking.
cheese.
Oh, so you got me talking there. Yeah, that Sitco gas.
5:17 to go in the ball game. Tim Cole, Bob Hins, Bob Killen, and the 46 crew. Hope you're enjoying this contest. Here, our final regular season coverage on Channel 46. Game we had to reschedule as a result of a snow job on the 4th of January. Couldn't come to school, can't play basketball, so we had to
Well, let me tell you
cancel that
something.
game.
We have had more snow here in Hampton than they have had in Minneapolis.
I know. It's been
It's just unbelievable. I mean, now the weather's been cold up there,
Yeah.
but they haven't got the snow this year.
Yep.
We got it.
And you know this because?
My son lives in St. Paul, and he told me, I said, we got a foot of snow in Hampton. He says, we ain't got that all year.
Well, and Chicago hadn't gotten any till last week. They got a couple of storms, but yeah, the typical snow belt has been dry while we've been getting it down here. Snowed, what was it, Monday or Tuesday snowed briefly.
Oh, Monday.
Monday.
Out on the golf course. Stupid. You know, it was cold, and then about the 17th hole started raining, and we teed off on the number 18, and this white stuff started coming down. I couldn't see. My glasses were all.
You were playing in the snow?
Yes. You hit the ball, you don't know where it goes because everything's white.
You are a year-round golfer, I'll tell you.
Oh, man. And I told Jack, I said, we complain when we're working about the people playing. That's stupid. And I says, here we are. He says, yeah, but we do it free. I said, good point.
Yep.
I knew there had to be a positive there somewhere.
Point, counterpoint. Hampton with an 18-point lead. Each team in the bonus now. And the ball knocked out of bounds. Good defensive job by Bowie. Caused the turnover by Tyler. Tyler didn't think so. I thought he got fouled. I thought he did too. We got a little help from the back.
A little push here and there.
Steal by Bowie. He is grabbed and no foul. Bell with the bucket. And an offensive foul called on Justin Green. (60-40).
Yeah, Justin Green a little upset.
Yeah.
I think Chris Boland's smart. Get him out of there. He could have got a technical.
And now Hampton will take a timeout with a 20-point lead, 4:32 remaining in the ball game.
Well, I tell you, the first half, this was a real close game. Hampton just started, and the difference in the second half been their steals.
Yep.
They've got, I would imagine, 5 or 6 baskets just on steals alone. And
well, it was 29-28 at one time, I believe. But the Crabbers turned it on in the third period.
Defense will do that, excuse me, Tim.
Outscored them 21-14 in the third, and fourth quarter now they were up by 14, and they've added 6 more to that lead as we have 4:32 left in the ball game. Peninsula District Tournament will get underway Monday, Tuesday, and I believe Wednesday.
No, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I think.
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday?
Yeah, I believe that's the 4 days they play. But down at Heritage, it starts week after next.
Right. We're seeing this game on the 8th of February. So Monday would be what, the 11th? So it'll be the 18th.
18th.
Which is my mother's birthday.
Well, happy birthday to your mother.
Yes. 82 years young on the 18th.
Well, I tell you, she's put up with you 82 years. Somebody needs to buy her some roses. Oh, nice
glass.
ball.
Tynes. Dion Tynes has 8 points. And a reach-in foul call. That one will go against Gary Smith Jr., his second. Both teams over the limit.
Got to be thinking of our players of the game.
All I can think about right now is a pizza from Zooms. That little holdover I had just has gone. It's evaporated.
Well, we could always do that.
Sproul. Now we do have to keep our players of the game.
We can't give it to David Allen.
No.
If he were to send you a pizza, you'd think about it, wouldn't you?
He's both the, yes. I can't talk, I'm so excited. Deliver us a big pizza right here at the gym, and we are in business. Player of the year would be Mr. Zoom's David Allen. Tynes getting heavy pressure from Sproul caused him to come up short.
Well, he did. I mean, he had a hand in his face, and he had to shoot that ball real, real high.
And
Tynes put the exclamation point on that one.
You might even say the exclamation point on the game, as we're down to 3.5 minutes to go now, and it's a 22-point lead. Smith is open for the three, called it a pass, and then hammered down low was Reggie Bell.
Reggie should have gone up when he first caught it, because when he got it, he faked, then dribbled, and then got clubbered. And I mean 2 people got him.
Double teamed. Could have called either one of those fouls. Errol Lee will watch the replay here. You'll see it. Holds up. Now that's the slam.
The slam.
Andy did?
Andy thought that was an offensive foul when that guy got hit by 2.
Andy's the same guy who thinks the Minnesota Vikings should have gone to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, and that's why Andy is here, not down New Orleans, too.
4 in a row, 5 out of 6 for Reggie Bell from the line tonight. Ball knocked away, retrieved by the Warriors.
Oh, nice.
McMillan with a shake and bake. Faked the handoff, kept it, and scored. Tynes with the arch on the shot. Won't go. Got a 3-on-1 break. And Bowie will take it all alone. Can't get it to stay down. Now it's a horse race. Back the other way. And a foul. Up and down the court now.
You're right about a horse race. I mean, it looked like a ping pong match here for a minute.
Foul called against Rico Cuffey, his third. Watch some of the action here. Got him pretty good. Tynes will go to the free throw line with a pair. Tynes missed his only other opportunity from the free throw line. So he's 1 out of 2, and the lead is 23 points for Hampton. If you joined us late, you think, well, shoot, this game's been a blowout all along, but not the case, as the Warriors made this a game for the first half and part of the third quarter, but then the Crabbers started to pull away as they found their shooting eye. Tynes very deliberate at the free throw line and makes it pay as he connects. Charles Robinson will come in for Tynes. Tynes will leave the ball game with 12 points unofficially. 10 of those here in the second half. Long lead pass. And the shot by McMillan won't go, but he'll get a pair.
Yeah, he's fouled by Banks.
.246 to go. Let's see here, Mr. Bob. You got him down twice, so you must have been impressed.
Oh, okay. We'll do that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Carrier 1 divide by 2. Let's go that way.
Sounds good to me.
Bob and I doing a little calculation here to pick our players of the game, and not an easy choice. Reggie Bell, good job tonight. Gary Smith Jr. with a good evening. Sam Hardy's come up strong. Tynes strong in the second half for the Crabbers. Got Darren Sproul with a strong effort for the Warriors. Lachey McMillan has played well.
Paul Bowie, for first time we've seen him this year,
Yep.
did all right. Raphael King.
Good solid performances by a number of players. We'll tell you who our players of the game through our unofficial, not unofficial, but our unscientific process will be. Terrence Bryant, it is official, because when you and I call it, it is official. 70-45, 2:25, shot soft bank, no good. Banks are closed.
Sproul has 10 rebounds, Tim, and I know at least 3 block shots.
Yep. Bodies on the floor and a foul called. So at the free throw line will be Andre McClone, number 20. Foul was called against Cuffey, his 4th. Just 2:13 remaining, 25-point lead for the Crabbers. They'll improve to 13-3 in the district and 15-4 overall. But they didn't get it easily, as the Warriors gave them all they wanted for the first half and part of the third.
I was going to say halfway through the third, they were right in the game.
Yep. They got within one or two there, and then that seemed to spark the Crabbers. They said, "Whoops, wait a minute here. We're supposed to be in first place. We're going to have to win this game to stay there. Missed free throw. The stick back is good by Terrence Bryant. (73-45), 28-point lead, and the jumper from the corner, a two-pointer by Lachey McMillan. He's got 8 here in the second half, 10 in the ball game. And the Crabbers lost it on the baseline. Chris Boland will bring in some fresh troops.
Harold Lee, number 33, along with Justin Green coming back in.
Yep, and Steve Miles in the game now, number 12. First time I've seen him in there tonight.
And Jamar Bridgette, number 21, is in there. He's handling the ball right there.
Justin Green hits. He's got 8 points. Just 2 points here in the second half. He was held completely shut down in the second half. All right, our players of the game through our totally unscientific process. And could have been a lot of different choices, but for the Warriors, Darren Sproul with a strong effort will be our player of the game. And on the other side, boy, it was tough. It was a lot of good choices, but
yeah, it really was.
Reginald Bell is going to get our call for player of the game for the Hampton Crabbers. And again, a number of players on either side could have gotten the award. Can't give it to everybody, so you got to give it to just one from each. McClone hits 1 out of the 2, and it's a 25-point difference.
Yeah, backcourt, good call.
Just didn't quite get in there. The last time he touched the ball, he was in the backcourt because his feet hadn't come down yet, right?
Right. I didn't know whether the official would pick it up or not, but he was right on the money.
Royce Bowden, he's been doing this thing for a long time. He's been doing it as long as you and I have been doing this. Back in the days.
Royce said he'd known you for a long time, and I didn't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing.
Well, you know, he's one of the, when the officials first got here as the Crabbers score, I saw him and I asked him who the officials were, and he says, well, I'm Royce Bowden. I wanted to say, Royce, I know who you are. I've seen you around here for a long time. Very recognizable official.
Yeah.
Timeout called with 1 minute on the clock. 22nd, or 32nd, I guess it is, 30-second timeout. You know, I wish I could hear what Scotty said. I can't hear what he said. Speak up, Scotty. Must have been good.
Oh, Scotty, you said don't encourage him.
That's true.
Did you tell me that?
Yeah.
Early in the evening?
Yeah. I can hear him now. That's right. I've been criticizing Royce Bowden since I had hair. That's how long that goes back.
It's been a long time.
Long time. Back in the 80s. You know, it used to be when the 80s was just yesterday. Now it's years and years ago. 76-49. And in for the layup is Harold Lee. He's got 4 points. Crabbers up by 25. We hit the 42-second mark. Justin Green feeds Lee. Lee hammered, got the basket, and he'll get a chance for a three-point play.
Little hesitation was all it took that time.
So Lee will get an opportunity for a three-point play. Here's the replay. Nice bounce
now watch
pass.
this. So he just hesitated enough to get the Crabbers leaning into him, and then went up strong, put it off the board. Nice job, camera people. And, of course, you too, Andre, the
Giant?
the sleepy giant.
Andre, the slow-mo giant.
Well, that's sleepy, right?
Half a minute to go. Three-pointer. Good from McClone.
Andre the slow. Boy, I tell you, they're giving him no respect in that truck, are they?
Is that basket going to count? Yep, going to count the basket. So Steve Miles gets his first points of the night, And a chance for a three-point play with 19.1 ticks of the clock. I could be home with the heating pad on my back by the 9:45.
I could be home. Better
Don't even want to.
quarter after 9.
Don't even go there. You live around the corner.
Yeah, that is an advantage.
Three-pointer, no good. Loose ball. Stolen. And the buzzer sounds to end the contest.
Again, we want to thank our players of the game, Darren Spruill and Reginald Bell.
Great job by both of those young men to support their team's efforts. The Hampton Crabbers 13-3, 15-4 overall now. Kecoughtan's record falls to 2-14 and 2-17. But again, their success not strictly judged by the score, as they put an excellent effort into the contest tonight. Hung tough for better than a half, but the Crabbers pulled away in the second half. I want to thank our sponsors for tonight's contest. Zoom's, your friendly neighborhood store with 14 convenient locations to serve you. And the game brought to you in part by Parklawn Wood Funeral Home, located at Hampton Center Parkway at Armstead Avenue, 827-4670. Final score again, Hampton 79, Kecoughtan 56. For Bob Hintz, Bob Killen, and the 46 crew, this is Tim Cole. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.